All right, folks, welcome back to the Night's Watch. I'm Jacob.
I'm Alex.
It is another Tavern Talk edition. We are here at Mojave Brewing on site. It is Sunday. It is November. It is cold. It is gray. It is raining.
Beautiful.
It is perfect hockey season.
And we just lost to the Minnesota Wild.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Hey, 3 points in 4 games, and then...
Two games.
3 points in 2 games, which is really good. We'll wind it back. Obviously, we're sad about it. We haven't played poorly.
Yeah, so since the last time we talked, we've played Florida. We've played Anaheim.
We played Anaheim. So it was Anaheim that we recorded, and then it was Florida, Islanders, St. Louis, Minnesota.
Yeah. So we were pretty upset after the Anaheim game. And the Florida game, I don't want to say it's not worth talking about, but basically everything that we yelled about in the Anaheim game was also true for the Florida game.
Yeah, no, literally.
And then the Islanders game, we went to that game. We were in the building, and we lost in kind of an embarrassing way. But I thought it was a much better effort.
Yes. And that was also the same Islanders team that went the next night and beat Utah, a team that's been really, really good, right?
Exactly. I mean, well, Utah's been in a little bit of a slump lately, but they had a hot start.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the story of the season, right? Like,
it's
kind of hard to say who's good, who's bad. I'm like, I don't fucking know.
Colorado is the only one that's clear cut,
like good, like best team in the league.
Has been bulldozing people, right?
Yeah. Then the only clear cut bad teams are what, like,
Calgary,
St. Louis, and what was the other one we're talking about?
Nashville. Columbus has been pretty bad.
Yeah,
but they've been up and down though, right?
But even then, it's like
even in the Metro, it's
like
always
the whole fucking league is like between like 15 and 25 points.
Yeah,
like,
except for those 3, right?
It's fucking insane.
And it is it just kind of goes to show where I think we have panicked a little early against Anaheim. I've thought about it a lot this week, especially like watching the games. I'm like, everything that you want is here, like every piece. And then we're missing Mark Stone, we're missing Carlson, we're missing Hill.
Yeah,
all the pieces you want, and they're playing well. It's just you're getting outplayed a little bit extra, and it's not so much on really anybody. It's just everybody's better this year.
Yeah, to quote Cassidy, there's been pockets of good hockey throughout this whole, I wouldn't call it a spiral, but we and I wouldn't say we panicked early because, like, there was a point where we lost 7 of 9. Like,
yeah,
that's not good, no matter how you spin it.
Yeah.
But it's been a lot of OT losses.
We were bad in OT.
You're getting points. And that's the thing. It's like we lose an OT tonight against Minnesota, thanks to the refs. Frankly.
Yeah, it was a 4-on-3 power play. Literally, as you like to say, the most dangerous. It's more dangerous than a 5-on-3 because there's more room.
Yeah,
and especially against a team like Minnesota.
Yeah, and I think we saw that in short order.
Yeah.
And then we lose an OT against the Islanders in a very embarrassing fucking way. Because we were the ones on the 4-on-3 power play. We lose the draw, and they immediately just get a break the other way and sink it. Fucking awful.
I was so pissed.
But
like
here's my question. Here's my question to you. Does it matter? Does being good at 3-on-3 overtime fucking matter?
No, because once you get to the playoffs, it's still 5-on-5, right?
Exactly. It's like being good in the shootout. I'm like, it doesn't fucking matter.
No,
it really doesn't.
It matters as 5-on-5 play. Like our 5-on-5
you want the extra point.
Yeah,
you want the extra point, but it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, our 5-on-5 play has been a lot better, right? Like,
it's been solid. Like I showed you that stat. Like we're in the top third of the league, 5-on-5 defense.
Yeah. Shea Theodore and Braeden McNabb are the number 1 defensive duo in the league. Like,
and that's the thing to talk about too is that I thought it was going to be just our team because we lost Pietrangelo. It turns out it's like the whole league. But
yeah,
I would describe this season as being in flux, changes. Yes. Young guys coming in, old guys are leaving, old guys are slowing down. I mean, that's
scoring is up again.
Yeah. Oh, and Anaheim's good. San Jose and Chicago are both doing good. Celebrini and fucking Bedard are on fire.
Yeah.
But bringing it back to Vegas, We were really concerned about losing Petrangelo, rightfully so. Mm-hmm. But, man, Shea Theodore has really been eating up defensive minutes.
We talked about it at the beginning of the year. Like we said, Hannafin, one or two of both need to step up, right? Mm-hmm. And eat those minutes and be that defensive presence that you need. First couple games, we're like, okay, neither are really stepping up. Hannafin goes out for a long time.
Yeah.
And in that time, Theodore has quietly just been the leader of the defense, right? Mm-hmm. Just quietly, just been so good, making great plays, doing so many things right, and and McNabb's looked good with him too. So it's impressive, right?
Let me read you this.
Mm-hmm.
So in his first 15 games, I think that was 18 that we just played, or 17th or 18th,
something like that.
But Theodore's time on ice jumped from 22 minutes a game to 24-16. Doesn't seem like a lot, but that's substantial. He's taking on the tough assignments. That was another big thing we kind of talked about with Petrangelo, is who's going to take those hard, tough minutes, those hard, tough assignments. We are averaging 0.89 goals against per 60 minutes at 5-on-5 when Theodore is on the ice. There's only 2 defensemen in the league that are better than him at that, and that is 2 names I frankly didn't expect, but Matt Roy and Will Borgen. Point being, Theodore and McNabb they've really stepped it.
Yeah, they've stepped up. Yeah,
I didn't know what to make of that. That's obviously been our best pair for a while, but
yes.
You just don't know what to make of it and
mm-hmm.
how they're going to adapt to this new reality. Are they going to lean more into the offense, more into the defense? Nah, man, they really lean into the defense, and they've really done well.
Yeah, they've done incredible. I mean, they've just been playing really well, and in that also at the same breath that Lausanne's been lauded by not lauded, but lauded's more of a positive. He's been a whipping boy for the fan base. Him and Korsak were number 15 in that group, and you don't really
5-on-5 defense.
Yeah.
Okay, so Cassidy even kind of spoke to this a few games ago. Yeah, Lausanne's been taking penalties,
mm-hmm.
But generally, goals aren't going in when he's on the ice, and that's what you want your defenseman to do.
Yeah.
And we can talk about penalties all day, but maybe he's taking a little too many. But I think we both kind of said it's his first full season in a
mm-hmm.
while. He's getting up to speed.
And he was injured tonight
but also,
too.
And some of the penalties against him, much like the penalty tonight.
Yeah.
Kind of raise your eyebrow. You're like, okay, that's a penalty, I guess.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Fucking whatever.
Yeah. It's hit kind of hit or miss with what's actually real.
I just think no matter the fan base, people just need their whipping boys.
Mm-hmm.
The other whipping boy has been Schmid. He only has 1 regulation loss.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And people are. I know we had our criticism, not criticism.
He's number 7. He's 17 out of 32 in goals saved above expected. That's, I'll call it half. It's not literally half at 16, but he's better than half the starters in the league right now.
Serviceable, right? And he's the backup.
He's the backup.
Yeah,
and he's playing better than half the starters in the league.
And Lindblom's stats hasn't been great, but this is his first real try at the
he's
NHL.
22.
He had a great game tonight.
He did.
He had a really good game.
And I know we were watching that first goal. And it's kind of something I've noticed with him.
he goes way too far out of his crease.
He goes
a
on
little too confident. Yeah,
he goes on little adventures.
Yeah. He goes on little Swedish adventures, but
he goes on his little hobbit walks outside of the crease a little
mm-hmm.
too often.
Mm-hmm.
But that being said, he had a strong game. I mean, it was a 3-2 loss. What more do you?
What more do you want from the guy? It was against the Wild, they were now, as of tonight, 6-1-1 in their last since the start of November.
Yeah,
they've been playing the way the Wild should be playing, right? And the team's been a lot better. The team that's got Kirill Kaprizov, Matt Boldy, Mark. It's a stacked lineup, right?
We knew it was a good team, and I don't think we first saw how this season would be going for everyone.
Yeah,
it's been a weird season.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like the Panthers, right? They've been a lot better lately, and it's even minus Barkov and Kachuk, it's
still good. Yeah,
we know that's a good team.
Yeah,
Tampa.
It's a well-coached team. We know Minnesota's Dean Evanson's a good, not Dean Evans.
Yeah, he's in Columbus now.
John Hines.
Yeah, I wouldn't call John Hines a good coach, but that is a good team.
It's a solid coach. It's a good team. No, the team is good. Gustafson's good.
You know, and like Tampa, we knew they were better than their star.
Yeah.
Weird season.
Yeah. And you know what? Thank
God.
The
parity is insane.
I know we're jumping around a little bit, and obviously, we know the way the Florida game went. We know the way the Islanders game went. A game that we played pretty well in. We were down 2-0, and we came back from that. And then a game that if we did not absolutely dog walk the Blues, I would say there's something wrong. We dog walked the Blues. There was no moment in that game where it felt remotely close. So that was a good thing, right? Beating the dog shit out of the Blues, a team that you should beat the dog shit out of. And then a very tight game against an extremely tight game. Both teams were checking hard. Both teams were getting their chances. Both teams looked good. So there's no glaring. There's issues, right? Overtime, sure, but like you said, it's 3-on-3 overtime. Teams kind of plan for that shit.
Yeah,
and we're playing Carl and Bob.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like I said earlier, it's not like, we had that 4-game losing streak, but it's not like there was no good hockey in there, It's not like we're getting blown out,
right?
Or things are just completely melting down. There's been good hockey in that 4-game losing streak.
Yes.
And then there was great hockey against St. Louis, and then there was good hockey today against
really
Minnesota.
Good hockey, right? And so let's rewind it a little bit to remind everybody what a guy Jacob's talked about a lot. A young man who's played in Henderson, and Jacob's very excited about.
Yeah.
Braeden Bowman gets called up for the trip to. No, before the trip, right? He got called up.
Yeah, he got his first game was the Islanders game.
Yeah, he got called up for the Islanders game, and which was a surprise to us, right? Because we're like, oh, they're probably just gonna bring up fucking Lachinsky or Romberg, just fucking somebody that's played in an NHL game, right?
I feel like I was saying it should be Bowman, and you're like, well, I don't know about maybe Lavoie, and I was like, I could see that.
Yeah. And we had our guys that we wanted up, right? Where we didn't want another veteran just to do nothing.
Yeah.
And they call up Bowman, which kind of was a surprise, but it's not really when you hear Cassidy and McCrimmon talk about the kid, and they're like, oh, this is the guy you want. He's leading the team in scoring. He plays the game right.
To me, what it really was, it was I'm trying to think of a nickname for him, but you know how in Florida they call Lundell Baby Barkov?
Oh yeah.
I feel like Braeden Bowman is like Baby Stone.
Yeah, I mean, immediately in the Islanders game, the first power play, you're like, oh, he immediately different. He played the Stone.
Goal. He's playing Stone spot on the goal line,
and it looked like Stone was playing Stone, but 10 years younger, right?
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't really threading passes the way Stone can, but
he was pushing. He was making moves to the net. He was being aggressive, like that little
net front plays, taking it to the net, and then or just getting in the net and putting his stick on the ice. Like what a novel concept.
Yeah, and then against St. Louis scores his first goal, a power play goal, a really pretty passing play from Eichel to Dory, and Dory down to Bowman.
Yeah.
Bowman was just there.
Yep, just tapped it in.
And even tonight, that power play goal, or the power plays that we've had, they're doing with Bowman what they were doing with Stone. They're double stacking Hurdle and Bowman. Bowman's playing that corner.
Well, and that's the thing. That's why our power play last year and at the beginning of this year has been so good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Any power play, you just need to have a multitude of options. Too many options to defend. So typically, our options are Stone on the goal line, Dory on the one-timer, and then Hurdle in the slot. Well, when you can't really make goal line plays, suddenly you only have two options, and you're a lot easier to defend.
Yeah.
Braeden Bowman looks very comfortable on that goal line and making those goal line plays. So suddenly, you go from two options back to three options, and suddenly it's harder to defend again.
Yeah. From the Islanders game, he started that game with the Hurdle line, right? And then going into St. Louis and Minnesota, he's up with Eichel. So that's an immediate Cassidy buy-in of I like this kid. Let's put him with, and he's looked the part, right? He's looked good. He's got speed in the zone. He
looks comfortable.
Yeah.
To me, his game is. I know he was leading Henderson in goals, but to me, his game isn't being a goal scorer.
No.
He can't score goals. To me, his game is, like I said, is really Mark Stone's game. He's not the fastest guy. He's not the fleetest of foot.
No.
But he is so smart.
Yes.
And he sees the game so well, and he can place the puck in great areas, and he really anticipates what's about to happen.
Yeah.
And that cerebralness and that ability to pass the puck and, frankly, that ability to play with a fast center like Jack Eichel, you know, like, that's what makes Mark Stone good, and that's what's making this kid good.
Yeah, no, I agree. And, like, going into that in that St. Louis game, we were talking about things that need to happen, right? We need depth scoring. We need scoring from the defense. And
we need to win the power play.
We need to win the power. Yeah,
win the special teams battle.
And I know it's St. Louis, and St. Louis has been awful, but that we got everything that we need in that game. Smith scores. Sod scores. We get a power play goal. Hannafin had a fucking missile, right?
Yeah.
And that kind of gave you momentum. I know we lost tonight, but I don't think we lost because of the team play. We lost because we got some bullshit calls. Like,
yeah, I hate.
I hate blaming the ref.
I hate being the guy that complains about the refs, but this one was rough.
Like that's like we were laughing because when that call on Theo happened in overtime, they called it a hook, but it was the littlest of tap on the stick. Fucking Cassidy just
barely a stick lift,
just like a sarcastic smile and going, "Okay, yeah."
He was clapping. I've never seen Cassidy do that.
He was pissed.
I've never seen Cassidy do that.
I need to after we record. I need to go home and watch the press conference.
I'm about to bring out Twitter and see if there's any quotes from him yet because
he's pissed, and there is plenty of calls in that game where it's like, "What the fuck What are you calling? Like who is this being called for?" And then Minnesota will trip somebody or hook somebody or hold somebody.
To me, like the Minnesota was very elbow happy tonight.
Yeah,
a lot of flying elbows around.
They always are.
Yeah, and I think one of their goals, I turned to Eunice and like, well, we should have been on the power play. Like,
yeah, because Korczak got taken down in the corner, and then that led immediately to the Trennan goal. Right?
Yeah, it was. It's whatever, and I will always maintain good teams can outplay bad calls. But the point being, I don't think we're not too unhappy with the performance.
No,
it was a good game.
It was a good game. The performance was good. You lose games, you win games. We played. Yeah, I mean, it's not anything to hang your head about. It's some things to be pissed about. You can play better, right?
And then, so looking at the standings, we are in Wildcard 2, 22 points. That's only 1 point behind Seattle and Anaheim, who are 3 and 2. 2 points behind LA, who's 1. It's like we said, it's
so early.
It's so insanely cramped.
Yeah.
This thing, it's really not early anymore, but this is just a weird year where the standings are so cramped.
Yeah, like I could see all 4 conferences, like with a month left in the season, like between first and fourth in all those conferences, the point separation really being 4 points, right?
You know what's funny is even after tonight, we're tied with Minnesota in points, but we're in the wild card spot and they're not.
Huh. Maybe because our points percentage. Maybe we have more regulation wins or points percentage.
I think that's what. I think it's regulation wins is the tiebreaker,
right?
But yeah, by points percentage, I mean we're at 611. That's not bad.
That's really good. I think that's the best in the Pacific right now, right?
No, LA's at 632. Anaheim's at 639. Seattle's at 639. But you know who it's better than? Edmonton at 550, who's played like 3 more games than us.
Mm-hmm. That's the thing. We haven't played nearly as many games as everybody else. I think we're like 3-4 games behind most teams, right?
Yeah.
So we've got a lot of games we can catch up in. And
it's certainly not what we're used to, right? With Cassidy, we're used to start the season, you fucking win like, 9 out of 13. You build this cushion, and then they just kind of collapse after Christmas and like cruise.
Well, that's the thing is like I'd rather just kind of be there, and you don't have to win the Pacific. Banners don't matter, right? As we've learned with Edmonton, like winning the Pacific doesn't fucking matter in the regular season.
It doesn't.
And it. I don't know if it's so much a team thing, or maybe they know they can play better, but they know they can make the playoffs pretty easily. Like I was explaining to Lance, and he was asking, he was like, "Wasn't St. Louis?" And I'm like, "Yeah, St. Louis was in dead last after Christmas, going into the new year when they won the cup, they were dead last in the league." And then you can't depend on that. It doesn't happen every year, but Look
That's
at
why it
Edmonton.
makes such a good story.
Yeah, look at Edmonton the last 2 years.
Exactly.
They started off horrible the last 2 years, and guess who ended up in the Eastern, in the Stanley Cup final, right? So
Yeah, and I think something we're both looking for is, like I said, are they playing well?
and they are.
Are there good things happening? And like
Very.
I said, I think there are good things happening, and they're starting to become more cohesive. We're getting closer to that full 60-minute game.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're starting to win the special teams battles.
Yeah, and again, this is all without.
We've been very good defensively. Kind of, I would even say slept on how good we are defensively.
Yeah, I mean we've got 2 pairs in the top 20 of goals against, right?
And as we said, we're without our starting goalie,
Without our captain.
Yeah,
without our secondary captain, basically.
without our shutdown center.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we're feeling good.
Yeah.
Should we look at the schedule and see what's coming up for us here?
I want to look at. Yeah, we could do that, and I want to talk about how actually good this team is still playing. How many points these guys still have, despite.
Well, let's talk about that first, and then we'll do the schedule. We'll see
So Jack Eichel's got what, 25, right? Well, if you want to bring it up.
Yeah, let's see. Okay. So yeah, Jack Eichel, 24 points. Mitch Marner, 20 points. Ivan Barbashev, 17. Hurdle, 15. Dory, 14.
And Dory's got how many goals now? 10?
Let's see. It's the NHL app, so it's not easy to use.
Mm-hmm.
He has 11 goals.
Which I think is up there, right? At least in the top 10. I know McKinnon's been on a fucking tear, right? But
Mark Stone is still 6th place in points, though.
I know.
Shea Theodore, 8 points. Carly, 7. And then we start getting into the 6s and 5s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but anyways.
But Eichel is playing really well. His overtime, as we learned, wasn't that great. But his 5-on-5 and regular time, he's playing really well. Mitch Marner is quietly having a 20-point season. That
He only has 4 goals, though, Alex.
I know we should trade that guy, right? We should trade him back to Toronto.
Well, the problem is Toronto. They tried to hold him accountable, and he couldn't handle it, so he ran away.
Wouldn't you love to be Mitch Marner in Toronto right now?
Oh God. Hey, I know we kind of we're on a bit of a downswing trying to fight our way out of it. Toronto's lost 5 games in a row.
We have how many points in how many games again?
I don't even know.
It was something that they were talking about on after the game was over. It was like 14 points in 18 games or something like that. Like we're getting points, right? I know obviously glass houses, right? But
Toronto is 28th in the league right now. They are only above Buffalo, St. Louis, Nashville, and Calgary. 474 points percentage.
Yeah, it's crashing back down, right? Like Matthews is injured. I think he went on IR. Tanev there's no timetable for that with what happened. Just that play with Michkov. Stolarz has been bad. Wool's been bad. Like everything that was good about
Wool's even played.
He's played. He played the other night when they lost. Played last night. And the things that were good about them last year are turning into bads, right?
The point being, they could sure use a Mitch Marner, and Mitch Marner is probably a big reason of why we're staying afloat right now.
Oh yeah, without that 20-point guy, right? Because that's the guy
over a point per game.
Yeah, that's the guy that can step in when Stone's out, right?
Yeah.
So he's stepping into that. Okay, he's the extra piece that we needed to shore up the top 6 depth, right? And you're right. Without Marner, where would we be right now? We'd be in a hole, probably. We'd be this. Well, this podcast would be a lot more dire.
We were making the joke because earlier tonight he had to take a face-off and he won it, and we're like, "Oh, you won the face-off." I'm like, "My God, centerman, winger, defenseman,
Goaltender.
And the other night, he was a goaltender.
Yeah.
He saved that empty net goal.
Yeah, but he didn't do enough for Toronto, right?
Oh no,
Right,
certainly not.
It's certainly all on one player. Why you guys suck in the playoffs? So,
Oh yeah,
it's one guy's fault. But, yeah, I mean the guys that you want to show up are showing up, and I think the depth is slowly starting to get there. Like Saad had his first goal.
yeah,
Smith is now on a 3-game, I think, point streak, right?
yeah.
Howden, who would have thought? Like, let's put, the biggest energy guy between two guys that haven't done anything. Maybe something will happen. And
I know,
sure as
right?
shit, Brett Howden's like, fucking wake up.
That third line's looking a lot
better. They're looking faster. They're looking like what they should be. And, of course, that's with Carlson out. So, it's, they have to figure out how to play together. But Howden's really revitalized that pair. And I think the one downside really so far this year has been Sissons, because we talked about him, like how.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like I don't think he's been bad. He's not really producing. I think the only guys on the bottom of the list are like Sissons and Kolesar and like White Cloud.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's like, do you really sign those guys to produce?
No,
You're
not. You're signing those guys to play depth roles, right? And then again, are they bad, or are they bad by our standards?
Exactly.
Like if they were playing, for example, like on fucking Calgary, they'd probably be some of the best players on those teams, right? It's more of like, oh, they could do this or this or this. We're used to kind of what we're used to with like WAP. It's a different player. It's a different guy. Like,
yeah. And one thing, I don't have anything in front of me, but I feel like maybe halfway through the season we should really dig into those guys as like other metrics, like their defensive numbers, their hits, their face-off wins, things like that.
I know for a fact. Like I know that's another guy that gets me pissed off with the fan base is when they like, well, what's Kolesar doing? I'm like, he's a fourth line winger. What do you want him to do?
A fourth line right wing is like traditionally like the weakest spot in any roster.
Yeah,
like
he
know
is,
what I mean? Like
he is a very good fourth line winger, and he's like tonight he's up and down the ice. He was making good plays. He created a couple of good chances for that line. And Cole Reinhardt's been solid as a fourth line winger, right?
He really has.
And I've had no problem with either of them. But
the question is though, when Carlson comes back, do you scratch one of Saad or Reinhardt and keep Bowman, or do you send Bowman back down?
I think you kind of have to keep Bowman. Like
I would. Yeah.
If he can continue.
Imagine Bowman playing on the third with Carlson and Smith.
Yeah, if he can. Yeah, exactly. If he can keep the pace of play he's been at, right, and which I think he can because he's 22 years old and he's having the time of his life. Did you see that? I don't know if you were listening, but he had his first goal puck, and they're like, "Oh, what are you gonna do with it?" He's like, "I don't know yet. It's just at my house in Henderson right now." Like he shipped the thing home.
Henderson boy.
He shipped it home as soon as he could.
Hell yeah!
Made sure
I love it. Nah, they've been making a point of doing press with him.
Yeah,
and they were like,
"It's also the thing, like you said, like not only he's young, but he's got a history of being like a leader in his." Like he was the captain of his Guelph
Storm.
And he scored a ton. Like he was just.
Yeah, it's
unbelievable that this kid was undrafted.
I was gonna say, like, isn't it crazy that he's undrafted? But I'm like, well, not really, because he was part of the COVID generation. He was the COVID draft year.
Yeah, so there's some guys
that
that missed.
You think you're still eligible to get drafted like the next 2 years.
Yeah,
I was shocked he didn't get picked up.
Yeah,
but hey, it's all
works out for us.
Works out for us.
No, but like to your point, like with him in the lineup, when Carlson does come back. And when Stone does come back, I don't know who would come back first, right? Because I think Stone's a wrist, and then Carlson's never been said. It's just a lower body.
It went from
day to day to IR. Classic Vegas Golden Knights. But, whoever comes back first, I do think that's hard, right? And because if Saad and Smith can continue the kind of momentum they've had. And before the St. Louis game where Saad scored, Gary made a good point, is that Saad was really, really pushing against the Islanders.
Yeah.
He had his most shots on goal,
Oh,
most
yeah.
chances
He had like
created.
6 or 7 shots on goal.
So he's in his mind, he's clicking like, I'm not playing well. I need to push the pace of the game.
He's a veteran guy.
Yeah,
you know,
and-
he's not dumb. He
and
knows
that's-
what's going on.
And with Brett Howden as your center, it's not hard because Brett Howden's all up and down the ice.
Oh, yeah. High energy,
The
high
dude is
pace.
fucking putting his body through a wall half the time, right? And so do you take that out in favor of Bowen? Or I honestly would say, like, you don't want to. It's kind of hard where, say, Stone and Carlson both come back at the same time. It's like the fourth line. What do you do with that fourth line? Do you put Brett Howden back down there with Sissons and Kolosar in order to keep Bowman playing with the third with Carlson and Smith, and then Stone just slots right back into the Eichel wing, right?
Yeah. Either way, I think
this is good problem. These
exactly.
are good problems, right?
Good problem to have. I think Reinhart either way would be the first one to come out.
Which I feel bad. He's been playing pretty well. He's been playing well for a fourth liner, right?
He has been, but he knows. He knows. You know,
He's got to know that. Bowman's become the shiny new toy, and
it's not even shiny new toy. It's like you. And this is something I'm really coming to appreciate with how old our team has gotten. But like, you need youth. I mean, look, why is all that parity we were talking about earlier, and all this how tight the standings are? Why is it that way? It's because these young teams are like taking the next step. Like, you need youth. You need guys that have energy and spark, and guys that aren't old and nursing 30-old injuries.
Yeah,
you know? It's good. Veterans are good to have, but you need youth, and if we have an avenue to have a 22-year-old in our team that's producing,
I'll have to cut that out.
then all the better, you know.
No, I agree. Like, like you said, a 22-year-old key point that's producing. Like not like a 22-year-old or how old he is. Mike Howard got sent down to.
Oh yeah.
You remember the kid that was.
I thought he was going to red shotgun with McDavid, score 40
I
goals.
thought he was going to be a superstar, right?
Edmonton's top 6 is set, bro. Mike Howard, they got him.
I can't wait till we play Bakersfield. I cannot wait.
On that note, should we talk about Henderson a little bit?
Yeah, if you want to. I mean,
or actually, let's look at the week ahead for Vegas.
Yes, let's look at the week ahead,
and then we can talk about Henderson. So we have one game at home against the Rangers, and then a 3-game roadie, I believe. So today is Sunday the 16th.
Yes.
I go back to work tomorrow, Monday the 17th.
Government, in case
Government's
listeners
open.
Forgot, Jacob works for the government, and it's open now, and he hates it.
No,
you need a paycheck.
I needed the fucking money.
You need a paycheck, but
it's just that childish. Like, I don't want to wake up early.
Yeah, the freedom's been taken away.
Yeah, but I needed the money, quite frankly. But anyways, so Tuesday, Rangers at home, and then we got a 3-game roadie. Thursday at Utah, Saturday, 7 p.m. Anaheim.
Oh,
that's gonna be a big game.
Yep.
We should watch it here.
I think so.
Tell your wife we're watching it here.
Yeah.
And then actually that's it for next week technically. So 3 games coming up, and then it's Thanksgiving week. We'll worry about that when we record next time. But I don't know how I feel about this. Rangers have been a lot better lately.
Utah's been very good.
Utah's been good, but they've been not as good lately.
But they're fast, and
it's the kind of game that's like been our Achilles heel, fast rush game.
And the second Achilles heel would come up right after that, right?
Exactly. And then Anaheim, that's going to be a huge game in Anaheim.
Yeah.
Saturday, 7 p.m. game. That's, the players are going to be ready for that.
Yeah, and then after the way we lost, I would hope they're ready to go, after that game. Like you said, the Rangers are kind of back to what they should be, not panicking. Utah's been solid. Anaheim's been good, but Anaheim has lost, I think, 3 in a row.
They have. But basically, they beat us, and then they just started losing.
They beat us, and then they ran into Colorado.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for them. And we'll see where they're at once we play that game. But 3 very difficult games, right? Like,
I think so.
if we can pull off 2, I think that would be a positive. Which I think we can. I mean, we're going to be at home against the Rangers, and that arena is going to want to win.
My bad. That second Utah is technically Monday the next week, so I'm looking a little too far ahead. My bad. But the point being,
we play 3 games or 2 games, like you said?
We play 3. New York Tuesday, Utah Thursday, Anaheim Saturday,
and then Utah again.
And then that second Utah game is on Monday.
Okay,
so
gotcha.
Technically, that's on the next week.
Gotcha.
Either way, I don't know, man. We've been bad at home. We just had that awful homestand. Rangers have been better, and it's not like a.
And the Rangers aren't playing at Madison Square Garden, so
exactly. and it's not. I don't want to say like not a true home game, but it's like one home game sandwiched by 2 road trips. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like. I don't know, man. It's
going to be a difficult game because, like you said, the Rangers are playing better. Shesterkin has looked better. The defense is better. Who would have thought that not having Vincent Trocheck for an extended period of time would have taken that team that
I know,
far?
right? Yeah, I'm trying to pick which of these,
they're all 3 going to be
New York,
very hard
Utah,
games.
Anaheim. Which one do we win? Which one do we?
It's hard.
There's no gimmies there.
No.
I'm going to say we've been building our game. We smoked St. Louis. We had a good game tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say if we can beat New York at home.
If we can start off the week with a win, there's a good chance we can win all 3.
Yeah, and then maybe the Utah game, who knows how that goes. And then selfishly, that Anaheim Saturday game, that's like a headliner. Like I just want to win that game.
And I think Henderson's got their like Wands and Wizards night. That game like 6. I'm like, guys, I'm probably gonna miss this game.
Yeah, you can go to that if you want. I'll be
I'll
be here watching the game.
I'm probably gonna watch it. Like I don't, or just send my wife instead, like so she can get a wand or something. But like, some of the planning for games this year is already like today. Like these 2 games, like it was a Silver Knights game last night, St. Louis.
Olympic year, bro.
Yeah, so it's all over the place.
Very squished schedule.
Yeah,
it's also why we're seeing all these injuries around the league.
It's very true. But yeah, I think next week's gonna be 3.
Because even going into the week of Thanksgiving, it's like we're playing every other night, bro.
Yeah,
it's fun as a fan, but as a player, that must be exhausting.
It's going to be 3 tight games. Yeah, it's only going to get tighter, and then you get the American Thanksgiving break, right, where it's like a couple days, I think.
No, we play on Black Friday.
Do we? Shit.
Yeah, matter of fact, we play the night before Thanksgiving off, and then we play Friday and Saturday.
Damn.
Montreal and San Jose.
Damn.
It's going to be tough, bro.
It's going to be tight, yeah.
It's a tough schedule.
Yeah, I'm just hoping that we can get some guys back sooner or later. Like, Hill's not going to be back until December, they said, at the earliest?
Friedman said around Christmas.
Shit.
And then Stone, wrist injury, it's probably, 4 to 6 weeks. I'm going to say he'll probably also be back around then.
Christmas. That could be a little Christmas gift, right?
Maybe a little earlier.
And then maybe, who knows about Carlson? He's not skating, right?
Carlson's a question mark. Then Carter Hart probably start playing in December.
Well, speaking of Carter Hart, let's talk about the Silver Knights, right? Like,
yeah, so he backed up last night. That was his first appearance on a Vegas team.
Mm-hmm.
And we have glass seats in the corner, and we were kind of trying to peek. I'm like, I can't see anything.
No. He wasn't. Yeah, we weren't. We obviously don't get there early enough for warm-ups. We're at this point a well-tuned machine where we get there right when the countdown's happening.
Get our butts in the seat right as the pregame starts.
Yeah, but the score right now is Henderson 4, Calgary 0. He's only faced 9 shots, so
okay,
they're smothering, the shots on goal.
Not from a Carter Hart analysis point of view, but from a Henderson fan point of view. Thank God.
Yeah, because they were on a
4-game losing streak.
4-game, yeah, and it wasn't pretty either. Like, we were there last night, and we lost.
It ended up being a 1-goal game, didn't it?
No, 2 goals.
2-goal
they
game.
had empty.
Yeah.
Empty net, but 1-goal game, right? They pushed back. I don't think there's been a game where they've been like solidly out of it, really.
Yeah, and that's kind of the biggest difference from last year.
Yes.
Look, it's like we lost the home opener, and then we went on a 7-game winning streak, and then we lost 4 in a row. So I'm kind of like, I don't know what this team is.
Yeah.
We were pretty hyped during the winning streak, and now you lose 4, and you're like, looks like we're on our way to snapping that losing streak, though. Weird time. I will still maintain this Henderson team looks a lot better.
Oh, way better than last year. Like
Yeah.
we've been, how many times we've talked about it? We're like, man, this time last year we hadn't won a fucking home game.
Yeah.
Like we've won multiple home games.
Yeah. And they're younger, they're faster, they're better.
Yeah. And just to also
Another big headline for Henderson peeps. Trevor Connolly made
back.
his
Yeah, he looked pretty
season
solid.
debut last night.
Yeah.
After missing the first however many games.
10 or 15 games, I think.
Yeah, well,
he's got a couple. He had a point last night, right? An assist.
He did. He was already on power play 1. He was on the second line last night. He's on the first line tonight.
Let's see. Let me look at the scores. Do we get goals? Scoring. So he's. Oh, I thought he got. Oh, Connolly scored tonight.
Like a goal?
Yeah, goal. Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
So he's the 4th goal. He's got 2 points tonight. He assisted on the Cormier goal in the first, and then he scored in the second.
See, he's already fucking lighting it up.
Yeah.
So basically, right now, Henderson is the Infinity Gauntlet of pieces of shit. You know? Trevor Connolly, Kai Uchez, Carter Hart.
Just got to add a couple more.
Yeah, 2 racists and a sexual assaulter.
Yeah, great.
But, oh well.
Oh well.
From a hockey point of view.
They're playing decently.
From a hockey point of view.
That's also the thing. It's like it's kind of, I think, the maybe the naivety of like hockey fans. I saw a lot of it's like, oh well, who's gonna be the first guy to take a run at Carter Hart? And the first comment, correct me if he's like, nobody. Do you know what hockey culture is? Like,
no, literally.
They
don't give a
do
fuck.
not give a shit. Like,
if anything, that's probably why Henderson's playing so well tonight. Like, we got to protect our guy.
Yeah.
Let's smother the other team and make sure no shots get through.
yeah, like they do not care. Like, you have a guy like Patrick Kane, like beat the shit out of a taxi driver in his youth. Lauded American hero. Had some sexual assault accusations against him. Oh, Edmonton loved Evander Kane. Like, Vancouver,
and Corey Perry.
And Vancouver loves Evander Kane. But, no, they're not pieces of shit, right? So it's just hockey culture in general, which we've talked about, where it's not great. It's a rich boys, get away with everything club. And
it really, it's just a reminder that, it's, I mean, what do you expect? It's a bunch of fucking rich jocks.
Yep.
That never have heard the word no in their fucking lives.
And they're still kind of man-children,
Oh, yeah. Well, they all have a 7th grade education because
they've only played hockey. That's
as
all
soon
they've
as they
done.
show any promise of hockey, they get scooped up and, like, shipped up. Okay, you're going to go live with your billet family in fucking Alberta.
Yep,
Great.
exactly.
Whatever.
I think we talked about that too much.
Well, it's because we're two human beings.
We care about things. You said you wanted to take a quick look around the league. I know we kind of dropped like Toronto.
That's the thing. It's like
it doesn't matter right now, right?
We can take it. We'll take a quick look, but like, what does it really tell you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it's, in all honesty, the separation in points isn't that crazy, right?
Let's just look at the top and look at the bottom. So the top is Colorado with 29 points. The bottom is Calgary with 13. I guess that is a big gap, but it looks like the majority, the vast majority of the league is between like 25 and like 20.
Yeah, like I'm just looking. Minnesota's got 20, or well, after tonight, 22, right? But like, Philly's at 21. Man, Columbus is at 20. I know we talked about Columbus. Washington's only at 18. Buffalo's at like nothing's like out of reach. Like. It's still so early, but like with Calgary, obviously, it's like,
let's look at the top 4 in each division real quick. So Pacific, LA, Anaheim, Seattle, us. It's kind of crazy. Seattle, they're hanging around.
But what'd you say about that guy on Twitter? He's like, what's the one team you forget exists?
Mike Bartner. Yeah. And he's a well-known hockey influencer, but. He posed the question. He's like, who do you think? Who is, in your opinion, is the most irrelevant team? And then he's like, for me, it's obvious. It's Seattle. He's like, they're 9-4-5. No one for a single second thinks they're a playoff team.
He's not wrong.
And he's like, they are steamrolling their way to 81 points, picking 9th overall.
He's not wrong. I mean, I think I agree with that. But like we said, like it's all so close. Like
I mean, Edmonton's in fifth, 22
and
points.
they haven't been that great, right? Like,
I mean, and then Vancouver is in sixth, but they're only 2 points behind Edmonton. You
Yeah.
know, like San Jose, 19 points. Like I said, like Calgary's the only like true bottom feeder in our division right now. And then you look at the Central, Colorado, 29. Okay, they're the 806 point percentage. That's ridiculous.
yeah,
They're clearly, but Dallas had a slow start. Well, guess what? 27 points. Winnipeg, 22 points. Chicago, 22 points. Minnesota, 22.
Utah 21.
Utah,
Yeah,
21. And then St. Louis, 16, and Nashville, 16. So, yeah, that's like six teams in the Central and like 7 teams in the Pacific that look like legit playoff threats right now.
yeah. I wanted to ask you, which of the teams currently is in the top 4 of their division, which teams do you think are fully frauds?
Western Conference, Pacific, Seattle, fraud.
Yes.
Central, Chicago, fraud.
Agreed.
Atlantic, we have Boston, Detroit, Montreal, Ottawa.
All 4, basically.
I was gonna say, like,
Can it be all 4 of them?
pick one. I will if we're crowning frauds though, Montreal. They way overperformed.
Well, what's that stat? They've only have five wins in regulation, and they've only beaten teams that were outside of the playoffs. They're like 1 in some crazy number against playoff teams so far.
And now the injuries are racking up. I'm like, yeah, they're about to fall off the fucking face of the earth. Metro, New Jersey, Carolina, Pittsburgh, and Islanders. Pittsburgh. Like,
I mean, the
632 save percentage, but like, come on, Pittsburgh. Like,
the Devils better be fucking worried. I mean,
see, and that's the thing. Like,
Jack Hughes is out 8 weeks.
If they fall out because Jack Hughes like somehow cut his hand at dinner, which is insane, but I wouldn't call that fraud. I would call that to me, fraud is like you're pretending to be something that you're not.
Mm-hmm.
We always knew New Jersey is heavily reliant on Jack Hughes' health.
Yeah.
And even when he is healthy, frankly, they're not a deep organization.
Yeah.
But even then, it's like, okay, well, Simon Nemec has been on fire lately. You know, like,
Yeah.
If they fall off because of this injury, I wouldn't say you're frauds. I would just say, okay, you
Jack
are what
Hughes
you
produces
are.
a lot. Yeah.
Pittsburgh, to me, that is the definition of fraud because that forward core is fucking awful.
Yeah.
I frankly don't know how they've kept it alive.
I think the rookie they brought in, like Kendall or something like that, has really revived.
To me, it's like if we're looking at the parity across the league and how tight the standings are, and like who's the one team that doesn't belong, and they're only here because of how tight the standings are, it's Pittsburgh.
Yeah. And again, we're about a quarter in, give or take. Some teams
Yeah. We're roughly at the. I think
mean,
most teams are at the 18 to 22 game mark.
I think maybe as like a Thanksgiving special, we do a snapshot of where all the standings were last year.
Oh yeah, well we did one with Kyler last year. That was great.
Yeah, like where we
call up Kyler or Tyler.
Yeah, maybe we can
one
do
of the
one.
Eilers.
Yeah, maybe both. Maybe this thing can do 4.
Well, there we go.
But see what the standings are at now, but like compare them to last season because I'm sure there's some standings of with the exception of Nashville. Nashville was dog shit from start to finish last year, right?
Yeah.
Or like Edmonton was like, was in last place in the thing in the Pacific last year.
Mm-hmm.
Anaheim wasn't nearly as good last year, and it turned suddenly. But obviously there's still a lot of season, and like you said, the team's playing not bad. If we were getting blown out night in and night out, I'm like, well,
exactly, and that's the thing, right? I should check the goal differential, but I think that's another thing for me. Big thing for me is, what is your goal differential?
Mm-hmm.
Are you actually good? We're at a +4. Seattle's at a -1. LA's even. Anaheim +9. Edmonton -8. Vancouver -7. San Jose -7. Calgary -19.
that's what Dustin Wolf, Jesus Christ.
Colorado's at +28. Good God.
Scott Wedgwood's been insane this year, and they've just been scoring. Like they beat Anaheim 7-2 or some shit like that. I mean, but we're +2 and we're losing games, right? So that's
+4.
+4 and we're losing games, which is a positive. and that means we're scoring, we're doing things right. It's just we're getting edged out a little bit, or we're coming back from being down.
Yeah.
I think we got to play less behind. And look at St. Louis. When we got up, it just was a steamroll. But then again, look at playing Tampa Bay.
Literally anyone else.
Yeah. It's funny. Like we beat Carolina both times pretty handily, and they're like one of the best teams in the league.
Well, that's the thing. That's starting to feel more like an anomaly.
Yeah, right.
Because for like a week or so, it's like, well, we beat Carolina twice, and now it's like, okay, well, I guess we just had their number this year. But
yeah, I would say so.
We also got swept by Florida
and Tampa, right?
And I don't know. We'll see.
Just don't think we play Florida teams well anymore. But yeah, I mean, quite a few games. We had points when we got the points we needed.
We're in the fight.
We're never going to be out of it. And
the war continues.
That's without 3 of your best players, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about Braeden Bowman anymore?
Just that I like his toolkit, and his poise and IQ are very well suited for the NHL. But, those first few games sometimes, I don't want to say are easy, but, there's no book out on you. There's no tape on you. Mm-hmm. People don't know what to expect. We'll see how it goes.
He looks, again, we talked about he looks
the real part of being a pro is, can you do it every game?
Yeah, he looks very comfortable out there, and he looks like not a 22-year-old. But then again, he's playing with one of the best centers in the league. But he's doing it well, and he's complimenting Eichel and Barbashev and complimenting that power play pretty well.
If I had one thing to say to Braeden, it's keep playing your game and see where it takes you.
If I had one thing to say to the team, let Noah Hannafin fucking rip shots from the top of the ice.
Yeah, more of that, and especially if Theodore is going to be the defensive guy from now on.
That's something that we didn't really have today. Was Hannafin wasn't in a? I mean, maybe that's more of a Minnesota thing, right? Where
he took a couple.
Yeah.
They're not all going to go in,
but he needs to rip them more. I think he needs to be a little bit more confident in his ability.
That's the thing. I think he is confident. He definitely has more of a shoot first mentality than Theodore. Theodore is more of a pass first, and when he does shoot, it's after he's like danced his way through like 4 guys. I
mean, that goal against the Islanders to tie it,
fantastic,
beautiful. Not tie it, to open up the goalie, the scoring.
Yeah, unfortunately we lost, but that was a beautiful goal.
Yes.
But point being, Hannafin's always had that shoot first mentality. Yeah. Maybe put him on PP1, see how that goes.
Yeah, I mean the power play has looked a lot better with Bowman on it and some dynamic to it instead of just but like you said, they need to move more. Like they need to stop just standing and passing. And
it's
a lot of things that you can complain about. It's early enough into the season where it'll work itself out.
It's just always been a thing with them. They stand and they try to find seams.
Yep.
When it works, it works. When it doesn't, it doesn't.
But we have a we have a difficult week next week against teams that are winning. We'll see how it goes. You know what? It's a very good chance that we could win.
There's no reason we can't.
And you know what?
We have the talent.
We'll be right back here for the Anaheim game.
There we go.
Fucking biting our fingernails, probably.
Hell yeah.
And if Gio shows up, I'm just going to cry if Anaheim wins. But you know what? It's beautiful outside. How we started the episode. It's beautiful out. It's November.
It's rainy.
It's cold. It's chilly. You can open the windows up and not feel like shit.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Perfect time for hockey.
Feels great.
And the best part is you can stay gold.
Very true. Stay gold.